Mr. Happy. Written by Joe Rios.
I was awakened by the sound of the ceiling fan giving off a harsh clutch. I lay in bed peacefully. It had to be around 2 in the morning. The outside was still dark. I stared at the ceiling fan, wanting to know where that sound came from exactly, but it looked fine. Spinning at a normal speed, I was too tired to even think at this time. I turned to my right side and wanted to fall back asleep, and I jolted when I saw that my son, Christopher, was standing right beside me by my bed, smiling as if ready to start his day. Christopher, what are you doing? I asked. He continued smiling. He had a look in his eyes like he was up to something. I was waiting for him to respond. Christopher, I asked you a question. Hi, Mom, he replied. Hi, do you know what time it is, honey? He just stood there smiling. I was bewildered at this point as to what to ask. Honey, you should go to bed. I have someone who wants to meet you, he said. I was confused. I had no idea what he was talking about. I stood up and turned on the lamp. Christopher had the largest eye bags, and he would not let go of that smile. Honey, have you been up all night? You look tired. He giggled. Yes, Mom. I've been talking to Mr. Happy, and he says he wants to meet you. We should grace him with his presence. I was starting to get terrified. My son is 6 years old and doesn't have anyone to talk to besides me. I tried brushing it off. I got out of bed, grabbed his right hand, and walked him back to his room. I put him back on the bed and tucked him in. He still had that smile on him. Christopher, it's the middle of the night, okay? I get you're in a good mood, but Mommy doesn't like to be woken up in the middle of the night. He did finally let go of that smile and looked at me scared. Did I make you unhappy, Mama? He said. No, honey. He doesn't like it when people are unhappy, he interrupted. Who? I asked. Mr. Happy. I've had enough. Honey, who is Mr. Happy? He's the man I talk to. He says that he's tired of you being miserable because of the divorce with Dad, and that your misery is only making him angry and stronger. Stronger? I replied. Yes, Mr. Happy wants the whole world to be happy, he said. I didn't know how to respond. I noticed a bruise on Christopher's right arm. A large, dark, red bruise. Christopher, what happened to your arm? He told me not to tell you. I was upset at this point. Christopher, you stop this stupid nonsense and tell me what happened to your goddamn arm. Who hurt you? I yelled at him. He started crying and he bursted out. It was Mr. Happy. He wouldn't let go until I changed my frown into a smile. He says he's going to do that with you, but with your neck. I was fuming. I couldn't take it. I don't know how Christopher came up with this, but my son is not mentally ill. I know someone hurt him. He wasn't making this up. I want to meet him. Where is Mr. Happy? Christopher stopped his crying and pointed at his closet. I turned my head around, slowly got up, and walked toward his closet. I saw Christopher was slowly getting a panic attack. Mom, don't open the closet. I'm scared. I ignored him. I opened the closet door as quickly as I could, but there was nothing. Christopher let out a sigh of relief as well. Then I felt something funny, like I had eaten dry, hard popcorn and I started to choke. "Mom, what's wrong?" Christopher yelled. "Mom!" I was being choked by an entity. I locked my hands around my neck as I was slowly being levitated. Christopher could not stop screaming. He wants you to be happy, Mom. He wants you to be happy." I couldn't breathe. It was getting tighter. I could feel an extreme pressure as if I was about to faint. All I could hear was Christopher yelling the words, "Be happy," back and forth. I needed to get out of this. I looked at my son, who was crying his eyes out and panicking, and I did what I had to do at this point. I had to be happy. So I extended a huge smile across my face as I was being severely choked to death. I dropped to the floor and he let go of me. I was grasping for all the air I could, and my neck felt as stiff as a post. Christopher came running at my comfort. He hugged me and then he whispered, "Be happy, Mama." I was crying my eyes out, trying to catch every breath of me. I looked at my son and I smiled, as so did he.
That was Mr. Happy, written by Joe Rios.